Hello, Kato Squad! Kato here, and welcome to a new series I like to call Kato's Theories. A series about me portraying my theories of future games, future animes, and, well, future life. This theory today is going to be the next Straw Hat. I have a few theories about this, but I don't want to go too far, so I've picked only a few certain choices that would most likely either make sense or be completely out there. And some other YouTubers might have also had chosen these characters as possible Straw Hat future pirate members. Moving on, our first choice of the video is Law. Well, you guys are most likely wondering, why did I choose Law? The reason why for number one choice of this is because of the fact that Law has helped out Straw Hat in many different ways. At first, on the Sabu archipelago, however you want to call it, I'm not good at saying the name of that island, and I bet you all aren't either, for all you Straw Hat fans out there. But there'd be a slight flaw with this choice, and the reason why is he'd only would most likely be a fleet captain, not a crew member. And the reason why is because he already has his own pirate crew. Why would he leave his pirate crew when he's a captain to join some other pirate crew? Unless if his pirate crew dies, I don't see that happening of him becoming an actual pirate crew member. Plus, on the Thousand Sunny, they already have a doctor, so why would they need a second doctor? So, you see what I mean. Our next choice is Jimby. Now, I know what you're wondering. Jimby? Why Jimby? He's a fisherman. They've already have an alliance. Jimmy stayed back on the Fisherman Island to help the island refurnish itself and all that. Well, here's my theory on this. I believe that once Jimby's done with all that and he ends up either collecting a few fisherman members or even human members to enter a new Sun Pirates, as I would call it, they would then join an alliance with Straw Hat and his crew. But like with Law, he would most likely just be a fleet captain of a Straw Hat crew pirate ships out there. And another good reason that he would be a good candidate for being a Straw Hat is because the whole Straw Hat crew has so many different types of people on their safari. A reindeer with human powers, a person who can make limbs appear, a cyborg with a Shogun giant robot as another form of his own, and don't even get me started on Demon Zoro. Adding a fisherman would just make the party even more intense and exciting. Sabu is another choice. Now, I know what you're wondering. Why Sabu? He is a part of the revolutionaries. Am I right? Well, the reason why is because back when Sabu was young, he was brothers with Luffy and Ace. Now, I know what you're wondering. Why are you bringing back Ace to the matters of hand? Ace is dead. All of that sort of junk. Reason why I'm talking about Sabu here is because most likely near the end of the series of One Piece, Sabu might make an important role inside of the crew. Maybe as someone to help Luffy grieve over something that happened, like, who knows, Zoro dying, Sanji dying, Sanji, most likely, he would only be mad about the food no longer coming. Oh, enough about that, though. I don't want to make people sad. Especially since there's been talk about Usopp dying as well. Enough about that, though. Sabu would most likely join later in the future, though. But not now, as I've said. And another choice, or choices, would be Smoker and however you pronounce that girl's name. I can never figure it out. These candidates would be great, because if they were to leave the Marines, and the fact that Smoker's already been chasing down Straw Hat for like how many years now in the One Piece world, right? It would just be so much to this. Plus, if you think about it, Smoker is a Logi type, and he uses a Sea Prism Stone on his weapon. That pretty much increases the powerhouses thing, so that way there would not be the great, powerful trio, but a 4-0. And no, I did not say Zoro, I said 4-0. Anyways, also, it would be also a good addition to have more swordsmen on a crew, especially since they all are mainly attacksmen with either their fist, guns, staffs, or devil fruit power. But that's about it. Having two more swordsmen, one who has a devil fruit power involving with his sword skills, and a Sea Prism Stone to help in case if he's battling against a devil fruit user, makes a pretty good choice if you ask me. And I know what you're wondering. Why would they ever leave the Marines? Who knows? Maybe they'll see the light of the Marines. I mean, Smoker already did it, partly. Alright, and finally, the last choice of the next Straw Hat Pirate, and most likely, the most likely choice of all of these ones combined. And I bet you all are wondering who it is, because he's been hanging out around with Sanji and Chopper in the last couple manga episodes, and I also believe that some of the episodes during Dressrosa and all that sort of junk. I don't know. I haven't really caught up to that part yet, but I've been watching some other theories, and also I've been reading some of the mangas online, so I kind of get a little bit of choices of this. And here's the last choice. Caesar Clown. Now I know what you're wondering. Why would I choose him? Well, if Oda has said anything about this, it's most likely a fact already that Straw Hat has an amazing ability to make all enemies of his become allies. I mean, the proof is with Robin and Frankie. Robin, of course, working underneath Crocodile, Mr. Zero back in that far arc way back in the past, right after they got Chopper. And Frankie with Water 7 incidents, and the fact that Frankie and Luffy had fought against each other and then turned around to be friends just to get the heck out of that one place that they were trapped at for a couple seconds or episodes. Well, it could be seconds in their world, but it could be like millions of hours in our world. Plus, he would be the first scientist of the Straw Hat crew, making it so that there'd be a lot more choices for weaponry, for medical skills, for everything for the ship. Including, that means also, there would not be a need for Frankie to go out and buy cola all the time for the Thousand Sunny. Caesar could actually possibly make some sort of new formula to replace that for him. And maybe even replace it for Frankie himself as well. Making it so Frankie never has to buy cola again unless he wants to get a drink of cola. Also, he's a Logi type. Being the gas man and all, he can easily make it so he can cure poison from the inside if anyone were to get poisoned, making Chopper's job a lot easier. As Chopper, if everyone got poisoned, Caesar could just clear the poison out while Chopper can make sure that their vital signs are okay. Plus, if you think about it as well, the Straw Hats only have, like, the transformation devil fruit. What's that one called? It's the one that Chopper has. Sorry, I'm horrible at these devil fruit types so far. And the one that Luffy has, the one that makes him made out of rubber. I'm not good with any of these. Anyways, making this guy appear as a Straw Hat would make definite sense, because not only would the crew have all types of devil fruit themed in the crew, it would also mean that the entire crew would finally kind of have a link that links them all together, because how some other YouTubers might have stated, Caesar could make fireworks for Luffy's entertainment, Caesar can make a fire for Sanji's cooking, or even to increase Sanji's inner soul burning flame power that's on his foot. Or even more so, he can make Usopp a lot more weapons when it comes to bullets, you know, with his slingshot rifle thing. And with Frankie, as I said earlier, he can make a replacement man type of thing for his soda thing, the cola. You know what I mean. And that's pretty much all that is to it. Besides, I also think that with how Sanji and Chopper's been with Caesar Clown so far, and the fact that they've actually released Caesar Clown out of Sea Prism Stone handcuffs a few times to help him out in dangerous situations, and actually he would be willing to put himself back in them, that just proves that Caesar Clown will most likely be the next Straw Hat, if anything else. Not to mention, Caesar Clown also has a dream. Compared to all those other characters, Caesar Clown has a dream. Just like all the other Straw Hat members. Luffy wants to be king of the pirates, Nami wants to travel around the world, and money. Zoro wants to become the greatest swordsman, Usopp the great warrior of the sea, Robin finding out the hidden paths of the 100 years, Frankie to make sure that his ship is okay, all those guys, all blue, all those ones. Caesar Clown has admittedly told his dream to become the best scientist in the world, surpassing Vegapunk. And you gotta admit, that's a pretty out there dream. So much like how Zoro wants to become the greatest swordsman, and that involves battling and defeating Mihawk. And you know how strong Mihawk is. Well, that's gonna do this for this episode. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and all those other things. And tell me, did I do well on this theory? Because I'm thinking about making more for this series, and I want some suggestions on what theories I could do. Like, will the Straw Hats find the One Piece, or something out there like that? Will Ash Ketchum become the Pokemon Master in this saga? Who knows? It's up to you guys to decide on what theories I will do next. So, as I like to end this off, take care, ciao for now, Kato Squad, you are out. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Kato Squad, out!